Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're back in the kitchen, and this time the country I picked is called Djibouti. It's in East Africa. I have my phone here trying to read some facts about it. It's in the Horn of Africa. It's mostly French and Arabic speaking country. What else is on here? So yeah, we're gonna make something from that country, and let me just tell you, I know I look like crap today. I got a pimple on my forehead, got a pimple right here. I don't even know why I'm telling you about that, but I'm excited to try this. It took me a long time to find a recipe, and I had to like look at a few of them. And this is what I came up with. So I'm not sure the pronunciation, but the thing that I chose to pick is called sambussa. So they're kind of like samosas, and they're just like meat and onion filled little pastries that I hope are gonna be good. Okay, so I got lamb. You can use beef if you can't find lamb, but lamb is more accurate of a meat to choose. If you can find goat, that's probably even more accurate. Garlic, cilantro, green chilies, leeks, onion, and I added green pepper. The recipe didn't call for it, but I just wanted to use it up because it was about to go bad. And then I got my seasoning blend here. So I have onion powder, garlic, coriander, cardamom, and cumin. The 3 C's, yes. And then this stuff is for the sauce. So I have canned diced tomatoes, garlic, onion, chilies, apple cider vinegar, seasoning blend of cayenne, paprika, cumin, and some salt. And then I got my wonton wrappers here. So we're gonna get started because I'm freaking starving and it is almost 3 o'clock. All right, so I got my pan here and I put some olive oil in it so I could saute up my onions, leeks, garlic, and green chilies till they're translucent. I'm so excited for this because I'm freaking starving. I know I mentioned that before, but I'm really hungry. You guys, oh my God, I'm so excited. And I don't have Jesse here today. He's usually my cameraman in these situations, but he is at work making that money, honey. All right, so the pan seems pretty hot, so I'm gonna throw in all the ingredients. I got the onions here. Ooh, that's really hot. I'm gonna turn this down. Yes, onions cooked up. Leeks. And I got my green pepper here. And the green chilies, and I'm gonna stir that up. Doesn't that look good? It smells amazing already. And we're just gonna let this cook down and then go from there. But this already smells so good. It's so funny because I never cook with leeks. And my last 2 recipes have called for leeks. It's crazy. But that's what I'm saying, like that's why I wanted to do this, because it's gonna use ingredients that you don't normally use, and I'm just excited to be doing this because there's so many countries, like this country, never heard of before in my life, and now I know a little bit about it because I had to research it to do this recipe. It's pretty cool. Last episode, I did not put the recipe in the bottom bar at the end, and I feel like this time I'm gonna share this recipe in case you want to cook it, and maybe leave a message telling me if you liked it, if you tried it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, because I just want to know, you know. Okay, so I got something, little tips, little tricks. So when you make meat, I didn't know this until my chefity chef husband told me, but you should always let your meat sit on the counter until it's room temperature before you cook it, which makes sense to me, and I don't know why I didn't think that by myself, but it helps cook it better. So if it's room temperature all the way through and you cook it, it's gonna be cooked in the middle. Like if you take a steak right out the fridge and you put it on the stove, it's gonna be so cold in the middle still, and the outside is gonna be more done. So you have to let it sit out. So that's what I'm doing, letting my lamb just marinate. I did salt and pepper it before, and I added some salt to my little vegetable thing here. And it looks about ready for me to move on to the next step, which is the meat. Vegetables, pretty translucent. Now the next step is to add all my seasonings and stir it around until it's well blended. I gotta tell you guys, my last video, I was a little messed up. I was smoking some marijuana, and yeah, so I was a little messed up in my last video. But I love cooking when I'm high. Does anybody else love cooking when they're high? It's the best. Because you're hungry and you're like, yes, I feel like I could just taste everything better, make everything better. It's gonna be so much better. So I'm probably gonna end up smoking somewhere in this video. Not on camera though. But yeah, so my seasonings are all in there, looking good. And now I'm gonna put this in a bowl and set aside, because now we gotta brown our meat, and there's obviously no room in that pan for my meat. All right, it's meat time. Get out there, meat. Yes, and we're just gonna brown this up. I love lamb. I think lamb has to be one of my favorite meats. If not, no, it's not the favorite, but it's one of my favorite meats. I freaking love lamb. You guys need to tell me, what's your favorite meat? It's so crazy because I used to be vegan. That's not gonna happen anymore. I just love the meat too much. I also really miss Jesse, because he is the best cameraman in the world. Don't you think? Okay, now that the meat is done, I'm gonna go ahead and transfer it to the same bowl as the vegetables. And then we're gonna wait until this gets room temp, and then we're gonna fry these bad boys up. And I'm hoping it's a tasty treat. And I get to have a smoke break. Okay, so I almost forgot, I have to add cilantro to my meat mixture here. And then I'm gonna stir it around and see if it tastes good, because this is like your whole filling for this pastry. So if it's not the right flavor, you're gonna wanna check it before you wrap it. I mean, it's just common sense, you know? So let's get a little taste here. It's good, but it needs salt. And that's another thing. Every time I cook something, it needs more salt than I think it does. Salt is your best friend in cooking. I love it. I totally forgot, hello, I can make the sauce while my meat's cooling down. So I'm gonna use my Vitamix because that's what I use to make everything that's blended. So I got diced tomatoes. I have garlic. Yes. Onion. Chilies. Apple cider vinegar. And last but not least, my spice blend. Put this top on this bad boy. All right, I got my Dutch oven with my oil in it. You're gonna want it at 375. I'm just using this like electric thermometer thing. And then over here, I got my room temp meat and my lovely wonton wrappers. And we're gonna wanna get started now because I'm freaking starving. It's 4 o'clock and I really haven't eaten anything today. So I'm gonna get these wrappers wrapped up. And it's gonna be freaking amazing, hopefully. I hope. The meat mixture tastes good. The sauce tastes good. I am cooking it. It's on a little pot on the stove. And let me tell you something about that sauce. It's so good. It's like tomatoey, but spicy. Super spicy at the same time. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be, but it did call for the chili. So we'll see. I actually had 2 different kinds of chilies, but I couldn't find it. So I had to replace it with a knife for one. All right, so I got my wonton wrappers here, and I'm just gonna get 3 tablespoons of this, like so. There you go. Now nice. And then I'm going to get my fingers wet with my water here. Don't mind my dirty sink over there. Don't look at it. And I'm gonna go like this and rub my wet fingers over here and do that. And then I'm gonna rub my wet fingers on this corner and do that. These are like magic wrappers. I need to use these more often. See? That's another thing, is like you start using stuff and you see how you cook with it and you really like it. Now, I know these are like really amateur folds, but I have no other idea how to do this fold. So this is what it looks like. So I'm gonna do a little tester. See if my oil's hot enough. And then there's that sauce back there. It's looking good. Give it a little stir around. Okay, so I have the spring roll. Fold it in half. Then fold a triangle like that. Shape down. And then turn it like a book. Go like that. Now this is where you're gonna wanna get your water and wet your finger and go along the edge here and here and fold this part over onto here. Now you're gonna wanna get it all nice and moist so it all sticks together here. And then now you got this little pocket here where you could stick your filling. And then I got a little hole at the bottom here. I'm just gonna get my fingers moist again and then just get that to stick together. Like so. So I got my little filling cup here and I'm gonna just grab some filling and stick it in there. Shove it down a little bit. Get a little more filling. Shove it down like so. I'm gonna get my finger wet again. Get this wet. Get all of this outside here wet. And then I'm just going to fold it up on itself. Like so. Moisten what you need to moisten and make it stick together all nice and pretty. And there we go, a nice little triangle samosa. So I got my samosa all nice and folded in my hot water, and I'm just gonna dunk it in there. And then this temp is 375. There it is, boiling away. These were my test folds over here. So you can fold it how you want if you don't want to fold it that way, but I like a lot of breading to my filling. So that's why I folded it this way, because this is less filling and more of the breading, which I just really like a lot. Look at that beautiful color. Just transfer it over here until it's cool. You guys, this is so good. I am really happy how this recipe turned out. I like it a lot better than my last dish, that locro dish. It was good, but this, I mean, who doesn't like fried samosas? Those are so good. So good. I have so many ideas to put in these little puff pastries now. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. You get to try new things. And it's amazing. Love this recipe so much. I'm definitely gonna make this one again. I'm so happy with the way that dish turned out. I will definitely be making it again, like I said. Oh yeah, what's for next week? Oh my God, I have to pick another country or a state in the United States. So let's go see what that's gonna be. Hey guys, so I got my bowl here of all my countries. And I'm gonna pick one. Hopefully it's something that's gonna bring me some real mouth joy. I don't know why I said that like that. That sounds so weird. All right, let's see what we got here.